is in that first quarter, you talked about defense, defense, defense. I thought in the first half y'all came out and made a real concerted effort on that end.
Yes, I thought we did a great job defensively. That first half, I think they shot 30.8%. I thought we made them a jump shooting team, and that's what our goal was to try to make teams a jump shooting team and make them shoot contested shots. And unfortunately, the second half, I feel like we kind of got away from that, and I don't understand that about this team. But I hope that watching it on film, they'll learn from this and fix it.
For what it's worth, St. Ed's one of the better offensive teams y'all have seen, a really talented group over there. Coach, another thing that stood out to me that y'all have improved on in the last couple of games, this one specifically, you and Carly Moore told me you got to respond better to runs. It's just that simple. In the second quarter, they make a big one, tie the game. Your girls answer. And then I thought in third, going into the fourth, they give up the lead, but they get it back. I thought your girls responded great on the road tonight.
I did too. I absolutely agree with you on that. That's something we really harped on after that Angelo game, and it cost us that game. And that's one thing I will say about this team. They do tend to learn from their mistakes. And so, that was one I thought they really fixed tonight, because it's a game of runs, and teams are going to make their run, and they're going to knock you down sometimes, but you've got to get up and keep fighting. And that was what was great to see, was from the top to the bottom, the girls on the floor, the bench, I thought we kept fighting.
I don't know if you and your staff saw it. It felt like a physical ball game to me. This is one that felt like a game you would see in March, and I think that's going to pay dividends for your group moving forward.
It was. It was very physical, and it was somewhat hard to adjust to the game and the flow of the game, because there was a lot of whistles. I mean, there was a total almost 70 free throws almost in the game, and so that's a lot of stoppage and hard to get into a rhythm. But I thought our girls adjusted really well and handled some adversity pretty well too.
Speaking of adversity, I mentioned it, McKinley. Matt goes out, only 3 minutes in the first half to no Kaylee Allen the entire fourth quarter. I thought she made a great point. That bench did such a good job coming in. And then Kaylee and Mac, Kylie, the ones who had minutes that were down at times, they were so good on the bench, being supportive and being right there through the whole thing.
Absolutely, and that's something that we've really been concentrating on as well, just being better teammates, and that really pays off in games like this, being a great teammate. And, Kylie wasn't having a great night tonight, and she's playing through, some knee pain and whatnot, but I thought she did a great job of encouraging those other two, Destiny and Nina, that were in there, and that's hard to do. That's hard to do for individuals, but, I thought she did that, and she did that well, and I think it probably could have made the difference in the game.
Got to talk a little bit about McKinley Bostad, Coach. We can sit here and look at the numbers all we want, but what it comes down to is that's just an incredibly tough basketball player. She fights and fights and fights, and this team wouldn't be there where they are without her. Absolutely
not, especially with Kaylee going out. I think, most games we've got to have one of them on the floor at all times, and so for her to be able to carry that load and play as hard as she was, and us still go to her down the stretch so often, playing 44 minutes and, still running the floor hard every possession. And, she just played with a lot of guts tonight, and she plays with a lot of pain every day, and just appreciate everything that she's willing to sacrifice for this team.
You wouldn't tell it by watching McKinley Bostad, 27 points, a game high tonight. Coach, real quick before I let you enjoy it with your girls, huge win tonight, an emotional win. Once again, you got no time to celebrate, though. You got Arkansas, Fort Smith right around the bend.
Right, and that's what I just told them. This is a great win. It's a regional win. It's a win on the road against an 8-1 team. I mean, that's going to be a great win for us. But, let's enjoy it tonight, and we're going to actually take a couple days off. It's been, I think mentally they're pretty fried right now. We're going to watch film tomorrow and then take Saturday and Sunday off as far as the physical part of the game, and then get back to work on Monday, Tuesday, and prepare for Arkansas Fort Smith, who was in the tournament last year.
Great job tonight, Coach. Ready to see your team get back after it on Wednesday.
All right, thank you, Kyle.
Bring all the gifts for under the tree. And while you're at it, bring the tree. Ford F-150. Best-in-class payload. Best-in-class towing. Built for the holidays.
Now get a 2018 F-150 with 0% financing for 72 months, plus make no payments for 90 days. Only at your Best in Texas Ford dealer.